Already 8 minutes? Dang. Sorry, guys. I just got back from the gym and I'm starving and I wanted like a snack, but I didn't have any snacks in my house. I don't have any snacks. I planned on cooking some Thai curry tonight, which may end up being a tomorrow situation. And I was like, I got no snacks. I got no snacks. I'm not about to leave, so I just put like some um, nocciolata, nocciolata. It's like another Italian version of Nutella on a piece of bread, and just scarf that down real quick. Hopefully that'll hold me over for the next hour. Um, Wait, what? We ran out of turns, or did we beat her? No, 83. What happened? So I improved my record here. Ah, damn it. I should looked at the stats. I improved my record right here on Superwoman, level 15. What we're gonna do real quick, because now I'm curious. I did that really just as like background noise, until I got everything ready. But now that I see that it did so well, I want to know what happened. Also, I say this and I shouldn't say it. I'm going to try not to stream so long. This thing needs to disappear. Please go away. Because my setup, I need to work on it. I keep saying I'm going to fix it. But the main thing I need to do is I have to go and get all these chats and everything. I need to just have it straight up here and then have the chat over like on the screen somewhere so people can see what's going on. Because I was doing some editing and it feels like I'm just talking to a bunch of random people or I'm crazy. It was one of those two. But you guys never know the questions, stuff like that. So I'm going to try to do that. Anyway, I did exactly what I was trying not to do. Because I'm talking too much, I'm unfocused, and I'm hungry. I is hungry. Yeah, so it's just we run out of time. Oh wait, what? So that time we beat it, I changed nothing. Literally changed nothing. That was our. And why did you do that to me? I was literally trying to click the button for the thing. I changed nothing. I mean, I'm not gonna be upset about it. I'm not finna fight you for it. I'm happy about it. Is there any other changes? Are there any other changes back here that I could make? Let me speak proper English and slow down a little bit. I noticed that I've been speaking really fast lately. Need to slow down for those listeners who may have English as a second, third, or fourth language, or who just don't speak my Southern. My Southern that's been mutilated by Europe. I guess we just run this as we've been doing. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And we all died except Soups. So we made it to the end. So that means that we got to the 15. But only 63%. So we're not doing enough damage. Okay. So let's think about. Wait, why is Superman going before Wonder Woman? What is this noise about? For the debuff? No. That didn't make any sense. Let's try it now. Let's see what happens. Damn. Oh, we all died that time. And it was worse. Alright, let's see. What happened? Can we get the stats? So lots of heals. Superman still did the majority of the damage, actually. Does Superman have something in his kit that is allowing him to, I guess maybe the invulnerability that he gets when he gets low on health? That might have been a reason. Well, let me see. So then if I push it back the other way, or I do like Ocean Master being there to. Yeah, he was still doing the most damage. I don't know what it is about him that's doing more damage than Wonder Woman, other than the detonations. Other than the burn and detonations. Let's try this, and then I'm gonna try to shift. I'm gonna try to change Ocean Master and Soups, and have Soups go first for the damage. Okay, so now none of their damage was really good. What is really going on? What is really going on? All right, so let's try you. This will probably end up with us dying way too fast. Yeah, let's see. No change. About the same, honestly. Is I'm not saying Nightwing is the weakness here, but actually I think I need to. But they're going up to 63%, so that's watching a lot of Superwoman bash us in the face. All right, so last thing I'll try is we put Soups there. Okay. Yeah, her damage increased. Obviously, she's going to be going more turns. It didn't improve what we were doing, though. So I kind of want to see what's happening. Kinda. Okay. Damn it. So wait, what does that mean then? Did we like survive all the way through? We just didn't get any more damage? She's giving herself a lot of shield. Did we survive all the way through? We just didn't do enough. We didn't do enough damage to make it better. Huh. Yeah, made it through again. Best record up to 65. You unlocked Constantine yesterday. My team died way faster. What's up, Madden? I told y'all. Everyone telling me Constantine is so good. And I granted, to be fair, he was better before his nerf. But the people who like them, it's like every time an ally takes a turn, they lose 15% of health. So unless he's going to hit like an absolute Mack truck and wipe everybody out in the first turn, this does not feel fun to me. It doesn't. And I have enough to take him up to rank 8. And I'm holding. I don't want to. Whoa, what's going on? Why am I not able to collect my. Okay, got all my stuff. I guess, yeah. Or I guess it's okay. Yeah, so not a fan of Constantine. Straight up. Let me check over here on. I should probably get rid of all this stuff, all these things I have open on my other computer so we can ensure that everything runs smoothly. Oh, that's sweet. I like that. All right, anyway, sorry. Can't get distracted. Let's get this up out the way. Everything. This is my main issue, is that I'm worried about like the quality. I want to be sure everything is running the way it's supposed to. Okay. Let's go to the main story. I think I'm done with Evil Falls for now. I could. Bunks are empty, right? Or did I collect? Yeah. So I collected everything from the bunks. Yeah, the internet connection is weak right now. It always happens in the afternoon, and I don't know why. In the morning, internet is straight. In the evenings, internet does not work. What is that? What's up, Mike? What is that? My internet is getting like progressively worse right now as I'm looking at it. This is crazy. This is crazy. I'm wondering if I need to just basically close everything on this side, on this other PC, like everything, so that way it comes through. And in fact, guys who are watching older computer to do this, not for you guys. You guys don't need all this information. I will work on my setup tonight after I get off this stream today and try to make it better, better, better. All right. I'm going to say your name wrong. Georgios. Sup? I'm going to say your name wrong, so I apologize. Thanks for watching. Happy to have you aboard. And actually, let me also check my phone. Like, I'm taking everything off the interwebs right now. Wait, is that the problem? Figured out the problem. Let's hope this doesn't crash everything. But I figured out the problem. I was working on the train on the way home and connected the computer to my phone. And that mobile spot never changed when I got in the house. So it was trying to run the stream off of my phone. Good thing I have unlimited data. That would have hurt, dog. Okay, bro, got 20 rainbow crystals. So tempted to hit that Superman banner. Well, I used to play DC Legends. ADK, what's up? What's up, what's up, what's up? Happy to have all the legends back. So, and this is something that I have to think. I just got like 3 of them randomly. Now, Mike, were you on the stream yesterday when we heard that Superman DCU was gonna get a buff? Because he's going to. Now we don't know what it is, but I don't know if it's gonna be one of those. They're gonna go harder and make it like too good and then just leave it, or if they're going to try to really balance him within. I think they're going to really try to balance him within. I'm not as conflicted, because if you saw my videos, one video I was saying, okay, do Superman DCU. The other video I was like, no, do Legendary Recruitment. I'm not as conflicted now, because if they're going to buff him and they're going to make it decent, they made an announcement about it. They know people are complaining, and they're going to make it decent, then I would say go for the soups, because Wonder Woman will be there later. So that is the logic that I used initially for you guys, because that 100% Wonder Woman is always going to come. Try to get the 100% Superman DCU now. And then it turned out he was trash. Trash is tough, but not good enough, put it that way. Now they're giving him a buff. My opinion goes right back to that. Go ahead and pull Superman DCU right now. Try to get him, whatever you can do. The Wonder Woman 100% thing does not run out until you get her, or whoever you have for your guaranteed legendary. Okay, so 80K. This is, and actually I was about to go into a battle. I will say this. What gear set do you recommend for Jessica Cruz? That's tough, because I'm still trying to build my Jessica Cruz. So 80K and Green, I'm going to try to answer your questions at the same time. So this game is basically since you play DC Legends, take DC Legends, and the comparison I always give, people are probably tired of hearing me say this, is DC Legends, if you're playing basketball, you're one of the players, you're controlling the players themselves, their individual movements and what they're doing. DC Worlds Collide, you're more like a coach. So you can decide on the ultimate abilities when they come up if you're going to use them, but you're not as in control of each individual action for your team as you were in DC Legends. It takes some adjusting, not a lot, but I love it. I'm having a ton of fun with it. It's stupid free-to-play friendly. It's so free-to-play friendly. Now is the time to join, because they have a good selection of heroes, but not too many. It's a gacha game, which means that you can't really farm any characters. That's why I was giving the advice to Mike about what to pull and when. So you have to like keep pulling these tokens until you get the character you want. So now watch a little bit, chill, and in fact go through I'm gonna promote myself for a minute. Go through my channel. There's tons of I just checked. I think I'm on like episode 70 of the ones I've edited and released, because there's some videos that will never be released. I'm at like episode 75 right now, I think, with a little window of like 5 extra videos that are probably floating around about DC Worlds Collide, plus however many live streams I've done. I have no idea how many of those I've done. But just the like on-demand videos where I'm explaining the game. The beginner's guide, maybe check that out. That should be at the top of my page. Watch that for a bit. Pieces of it, because that thing is a monster. It's 3.5 hours long. And if you watched my content before, you know how I do. I talk. But yeah, it's a fun game. Now, Jessica Cruz. I've been debating Jessica Cruz for a very long time. Right now, I have her in 2 attack and 1 set of crit. The reason being is that I think it was her shields, damage equal to 40% of attack. So grants allies a shield that can absorb damage equal to 40% of attack and deals 1 enhanced basic attack immediately. Again, attack, shield, and attack. Lowest portion of HP that doesn't involve us, and then increases attack power. Plus, she is a damage dealer. I think that's what she's a DPS. And lastly, I believe she is single target mostly. Yeah. This is single target, and then this does a shield. So she only has really 1 attack, and it's that basic attack gets used over and over and over again. So I would say I put her in the attack crit because, and it's not single target burst. I don't think it's counted as that, because what I do with my single target damage dealers is I put them in 2 sets of attack, 1 set of crit. Yeah, that's the deal. So I hope that answered your question. Who was asking me that? Sorry, folks, shut up. Green missed. Hope that answered your question. Well, they can't make him worse now, can they? Hey, Giorgio, hey, don't tempt them. Don't tempt them. I'm hoping they make him better, but I don't know what it's gonna look like. Just be real. I think I said before, and I can't remember who brought this up. If it was Napo or Trupa, apologies. I need to start writing down what everybody says to me. But they said that his main problem, that Superman DCU's main problem, was that he has a tank kit, but they put him as a DPS. And my advice, as if these people should listen to me, who the hell am I, was that basically his kit is good itself. Like, the kit itself is good. What you need to do is take his stats, match them with Wonder Woman's stats, increase them, at least the damage, maybe not the HP. You know what? Yeah, do it this way. Increase the damage by like 10 to 20%, decrease the HP by like 5 to 10%, and then push that out. And there you go. Because his kit itself is good. The kit itself is good. It's how he performs in that kit that's the problem. I got Diana. They say it's 100% chance to get him right. But I think they can. No, it's 100%. It's 100% chance. If you get, well, here's the thing. If you pull a legendary, it's 100% chance. That's not capped. They are telling the truth on that. Plus, they wouldn't want to cap on that because for real, that'll destroy the game. You tell me I have a 100% chance to get Superman from the recruitment, from the super encrypted tokens. I came here because I saw your preview before that movie, and now the legendary I end up with is Blue Beetle. Now, Blue Beetle is good and better than what I said before, apparently. And it could be an amazing tune, but you told me I was getting Superman. That's why we're here. So they don't want to start off the game like that. Good deal. I need a new game. I lost gameplay interest after dismantling and the downfall. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the animation in this, I love the animation. The animation is absolutely beautiful to me. It reminds me of The Incredibles. Someone said the old school, but not the old school, like the Superman animated series that WB Kids had, the Batman animated series that WB Kids had, not the Batman animated series that was from Fox Kids that came out, like, they tried to tie them together. It wasn't together. But, you know, when the animation changed and it got very simplistic with the big bodies and the little legs, it feels like, especially when you look at Batman, it feels like they robbed that for sure. They thickened up the legs a little bit, but come on now. Look at all that chest. Look at them forearms. How are your forearms bigger than your calves, homie? Yeah, so I like it. Give it a shot. I like it a lot. I put in my wish list. You put Satana. Isn't Satana from Marvel Strike Force? I think you mean Zatanna. Yeah, so Zatanna was good, is still good, and here's the thing. I'm gonna release a character guide on Zatanna and Lex today. I'm dropping like 4 videos today because I got behind because I was so busy streaming. Or maybe tomorrow morning, regardless. They're not. If you, it's kind of like what Thanos said in Endgame, where you have to, so long as half of the world knows what was, they'll keep fighting because they're trying to save it. If you wipe out the entire universe and rebuild it, they will be ignorant to what was before them and they'll just be appreciative. That's a way of saying that's the problem they have here. They basically did the Thanos snap and changed, Zatanna, Kid, Flash, whatever. And you have a bunch of players who were playing with those characters before, and now global release comes, and then other players are joining because it's a global release. And now they're like, oh, well, Zatanna would be great. Yeah, it would be great if Angreifer wouldn't keep complaining about how much better she was before. If he was not in existence, if the other players were not in existence, she would just be a good tune. She would be good. She would be good. But the way we were used to using her, what she would do, it created issues when they made that kind of change. Because it really was like her passive. Was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. She would grant just 15% lifesteal to everybody, period. So every time somebody would hit, they get 15% lifesteal on the damage they did. They got 15% lifesteal back. Green Arrow was unstoppable, right? And then on top of it, over here, they would give you strong attack and frantic. That would last longer. So like, they removed that stuff, and now people like me who love Zatanna so much so that I made a video calling her the best support in the game are like, the hell you do that for, right? But she is good if you don't remember the past. They should have Thanos snapped everybody. The Batman from the game looks like Tiny Toons Batman. And Tiny Toons Batman was cool, man. And I miss the Tiny Toons. I love the Tiny Toons and the Animaniacs. Y'all taking me down. Mike, every time I talk to you. You got me thinking about days of waking up at my grandma's, spend the night at my grandma's house, waking up and she got the grits and the sausage already in the skillet. Ready to go. I get up, I got them skillet scrambled eggs with the grits and the sausage links or the sausage patties. Pick one. Oh, I am hungry. Damn, that was the days when you just wake up and it's like, food. Yes, ma'am. It's time to eat. Yes, ma'am. Let's show some gameplay to 80K real quick while I'm over here making myself more and more hungry. Soup's Kid is not bad, that's true, but it's irrelevant at this state of the game. Burn is not. Whoa. Georgios, I disagree. I built a Fire and Ice team, and I'm gonna release a video. The debuffs video. I got a lot of videos. The debuffs video. I made one that was burn and frostbite, and I made one that was poison and bleeds, and I built a whole team around burn and frostbite. So I disagree. Is it the meta in the game? No, but I think you can do a lot of work with it. Freakazoid, what are y'all doing to me? Freakazoid was my ish. I ended up with a crush on my German teacher in Switzerland because she said Freakazoid, and I was like, but you Swiss though, how you know about Freakazoid? And we started talking, and I almost met that woman in a festival like in the middle of nowhere because I was like, I think I might be in love. You mentioned Freakazoid. How dare you mention Freakazoid? Can we watch? Well, no, not in Switzerland because our streaming services are a little bit different. I'm about to try to find Freakazoid and Tiny, because I used to, college days, I downloaded Freakazoid. Shout out, was it LimeWire? It wasn't Napster. I got off Napster real quick. It was either BearShare or LimeWire or Morpheus. It was one of them three. I got the whole Freakazoid series, and I was watching that. Okay, so for 80K, what you're going to do here is bear in mind there's 3 types. You have your tanks right here, you have your support, and then you have your DPS. Damage dealer, this is going to be control status, so like heals, putting out, stuns, whatever. And then this is tank. Now remember, tanks don't taunt. And then you're going to position yourself and position your team in ways to attack. I am stuck on this. I am stuck stuck on this. And so this is going to be a demonstration of me getting my tail kicked and trying to figure out how to get past it. So let's see. Actually, since you're like burned is irrelevant, I'm going to show you that it is irrelevant. It's not going to do anything for me here. I know. I already know. You already know. Okay. And my tactical is not strong enough to really put up with it. Ultimate order, even though you can run your ultimates manually. 80K, just so you know. Napster days. I don't miss the Napster days because me and a friend had a traumatic experience about a movie we tried to download, and it was not that movie. And I cannot say what that thing was. It was a clip of something very, 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 very different. Very different. I never wanted to see anything like that ever again. She went around and showed everybody in her dorm room. I was so thankful that I lived in an apartment at that point. I was like, I'm going home. Y'all are wilding. I can't be around y'all. I'm going to pray for each and every one of y'all. I wasn't even going to church, but I need to pray to somebody. Somebody needed to say to take up and preach for their souls. But let's see how this works. What's up, Amir? How you doing? Amir, I think you were the one in the comment section where you were like, when I said like how terrible Superman DCU was, and you were like, forgive my language, but that's such BS. Did you say that? I think that was you, right? And it's not that, it was one of those things that I talked about it yesterday. I think it was you. And I was like, if the internet was more like you, it would be a much better place. Tell me if that was you or not. I'll expand upon that. I'll elaborate on that if it was you, because I'm pretty sure it was you. I think it was Amir, but I think it was you. And your name just has @ and then your name is together, on the comment section. Okay, so Soups is positioned here because a lot of times they hard target front left. He does have that. Oh God. Jeez. So, thoughts on Green Lantern Hal? Awesome AoE damage dealer. If you pulled him, is he the best legendary in the game? No, but he damn sure isn't the worst. Anytime I've played with him, he's very, as I've learned today, the word splashable. He's very plug and play. Whoa. Are we in good shape? I shouldn't have said it. I said it, and I shouldn't have said it. I should have shut my damn mouth. But he's good. If you pull Green Lantern Hal Jordan, despite the fact that I don't like the character, I do the character, not the tune. Superman. Whoa. Kid Flash, I'm going to need you to heal him. Oh, he did have the invulnerability too. Okay. Come on. Shimon. But yeah, if you have Hal Jordan, he's a good tune. I would say, I played with him in Elseworld, and he was pretty plug and play there. I'm guessing B to A tier, I would say. Somewhere in there. Very, very good. Definitely invest. We about to beat him? Okay, if we get Batman out the paint. Come on. Okay, now Scarecrow's the problem with all his daggum poisons. I think we got it, though. There we go. Heal him up. Oh, and the burns are on him. So if Superman gets one more ultimate, the burns will do the extra damage. Oh, it didn't do as much damage as I thought it would. In my opinion, Hal is great DPS, AoE, but can't take no. Yeah, I guess so. Glass cannon. I can see that. I didn't see where, and I'm just saying from my experience with him, because it was Elseworld, and that does kind of skew things a little bit. You get to play with him, but it's not like a regular environment. I don't remember him being a glass cannon, but that could totally make sense. I'm not debating that opinion at all. That's what's up. So now we do this, and I might unlock digital dimension. Why am I giving myself Will Smith ears right now? Let me stop. Um. Okay. Actually, nobody answered that question that I asked yesterday. Mike, this goes to you and basically everybody in the chat. This is a very, very random question. Very, very random question. And I need a yes or no answer from you guys. So, fun question. And it's a modification on a different question, but we're going to put it in the world of Gotham. You're at an NBA game. They call you out during the halftime, and they say you can take a half court shot. You get 10 tries. If you make, I got to plug in my PC. If you make one, you only got to make one, you will get 10 million. If you miss all 10, you have to spend 1 year in Arkham Asylum. Do you take the shots? I got to go get my adapter. Wait. All right. He had to plug it in. Daniel, you do it? You would do it. I don't. And I play ball. I mean, I was playing ball today at the gym. Like, or practice, and I won't say playing. I was just taking shots. But, like, I don't know, a year in Arkham. Gio's best ultimate animation in the game, hands down. I think, and I shouldn't say this because my uncle is military. Air Force. He's Air Force. I think Soups is the coolest. That's why he's in the intro. And I like Lexus a lot. Are we really about to take these folks out? I mean, they are all agile. Sup, Flip? Thanks, man. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you. And I'm glad that algorithm's pushing me. But thanks, man. Welcome on board. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. Everyone's welcome. Oh, and he got the immune. We're good. We're good. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. We can do this. We can do this. And actually, on top of that basketball question, I will say this. For you guys, oh, come on. I just said that we got this, and now we don't got this. We better got this. We got this? Huntress, you are an elite. You should not be stronger than one. Nope, you're just going to outlast Wonder Woman. Okay? Oh, by the way, 80K, if you're still watching, there's a turn limit. You get 15 turns to win. On this mode. Some modes is 7 turns. Some modes is 20. I'm saying I feel like I'm pretty good at sports. I'm not risking a year in Arkham Asylum. I'm not. Daniel, you're a brave man. Oh, you're a brave man. I'm not risking a year in Arkham Asylum, dog. I can't do it. I cannot. You know what? Maybe Lex would be better here. I don't want to do Batman. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you really got to set your team up to win. Because as you saw, like, I literally let them go, and I had to go get my adapter from my computer. So, and that's kind of the plus, is that it doesn't require 100% of focus. You can get some stuff done while you're doing it or whatever. But, yeah. Okay, so. All right, so you have Zatanna, who's going to provide the frantic over to Wonder Woman. She's going to double that up, which means that Wonder Woman's going to hit like a truck on her AoE opening. Starfire, she's providing extra burns so that when Soups goes, he's going to detonate those burns with his ultimate attack and do more damage. We have Kid Flash here for the heals. Where is the weak point? I'm tempted to run it again and then check the stats. But is there anything in here that I could change? She's going to be susceptible to Huntress. Okay. So that way, Huntress is line of sight. I don't think she has anything that makes her attack something specific. All right, so let's go. Arkham is familiar for you anyway, Mike. Where have you been? I'm sorry, what? I'm not taking the shot, by the way. I'm 5'2" with T-Rex arms. Arkham is brutal. Although you'd already have your name in Arkham, they call you T-Rex. They can call you Mr. Rex. They could call you Mr. X. You could even have a cowboy hat with a belt buckle that has a velociraptor on it. And you can walk around with like curved knives. I'm building a villain for you in my head. I'm building a villain for you in my head already. I get why you wouldn't, but one shot and 10 tries for 10 mil, which changes life forever. Gotta do it. I mean, oh no, if I knew Granny style, I think they actually prove that you actually have a better chance of, from a probability perspective, and from the geometry of the ball itself and how you're shooting, to shoot free throws Granny style. It's just that no player is willing to swallow their pride and their ego enough to do it. But they've proven that technique, the way of doing the Granny shot, is actually better. Yet and still, I won't do it. But for 10 million, I would. The problem is like, the more you miss, the more nervous you get. Like, you got to get it within like the first 5, or else I feel like my whole body's going to be shaking, terrified. And then I'm not shooting anything. Bro, I wrote a whole essay in the comments in the video where you talked about, I did. No. Amir, I did check it. I did. That's what I was talking about. Where, and this is the thing too. I've gotten like, I don't know how many comments, and what I'm going to try to do in order to answer them is like every Saturday morning when I don't have to work or when I don't have my daughter, I'm going to sit down and try to like answer all the comments, because I literally just don't have the time to answer all the comments and then Discord and then stream. Not going to happen. But that was the thing. I wanted to say, I read your comments about you saying about Superman DCU. And so, I read them. I even talked about it on the stream yesterday. So, that's why I brought it up. And the whole purpose that I brought it up was I said that if the but he already got to his immunity. So we're going to end up in the same situation. Nope. Wonder Woman stunner, please. Not going to stun her. Burn, that helps. So the whole reason I brought it up, and I was saying to people yesterday, I was like, if people were more like Amir in comment sections, the world and the internet would be a better place. Because you literally said, I'm sorry for the language, but that's BS. And I was like, if the harshest language you're going to give to me is BS, same thing. If the harshest language you're going to give to me is BS, that shows that you are showing a tremendous amount of deference and respect to another human being, which we should all do. So I was trying to say, like, I love the fact that you came at me, disagreed, did not believe what I was saying, said it was a bunch of BS, and then respectfully, like, put down your points. Whereas somebody else, like the day before, and I think that's why it stuck out of my mind, said something homophobic. And I removed the comment and almost blocked him. I didn't report him because I was like, maybe he's just off on one. But, so like, I was actually giving you big ups. I read the comments. It's just that I'm not going to give you some, yo, that's true. Man, that's right. Or they also give you AI. You can do AI responses where, like, when you see the comment and you're supposed to reply, they'll give you 3 like AI replies that you can give. And I'm not doing that. I wait, just like with WhatsApp messages, text message, or whatever. I wait until I have the time to reply to you thoughtfully. I'm not going to give you some BS comment reply and be like, yo, that's right, man, what's up? I'll say thank you and stuff, but I'm going to genuinely type it out. I'm not going to have the AI bot say thank you even. I'm typing it out because you put the effort in, I'm putting the effort in. So that's why I didn't answer, because I'm going to answer your comment thoughtfully and with time, not just 2 sentences. All right, so maybe Maybe we replace with Lex. And then move Lex here. Maybe that helps us. I don't know. No, Mr. Terrific is going to be an epic, from what I understand. He's going to be an epic. Yeah, Rick Barry was the last guy. Yeah, exactly. He was the last guy to do it. I think it was Kareem or Wilt that did it for a year. And and they stopped. But they stopped because dudes in the locker room were clowning him for doing it. And it's like, if you're getting the job done, I wouldn't do it because I'm playing pickup basketball with friends. If my contract is, or I might win an NBA championship, I will granny style the whole damn year. I don't care what you say. I make millions. I don't have to care about how you feel about the way I look. You know what looks nice? My new car and my new house. And my other new house. And my other new house. I'll do granny style all day if that would have gotten me into the NBA. Are you kidding me right now? Please. Finally, DC content once again. Too much Marvel these days. Oh, and that's the other thing too. Hey, what's up, Panda? How you doing? I see you. Now that people have mentioned it and I was looking out for it, I've seen that a lot of people now don't like not that they don't like it, Marvel Mystic Mayhem, but that they've gotten to the end game so quick that they have nothing to do now. And so they're just kind of like sitting there. And that's not the problem with this game. This game has so much content. It is nuts. And actually, there's another thing, too, that I did not know. And I think it was the DCW Oracle, George, who said that they also, like, as you get further along, I can't remember, it's like some part in story 10, I think, where it shifts over from you have to use one team versus one team to then it has to be two teams. And I'm very curious to know how that works. I really want to know. 100% winning looks the best. Exactly. We can granny shot this all the way to the Lombardi. All the way to, not the Lombardi, the whatchamacallit? The Lombardi's football. I can't believe my favorite sport, and I just forgot the name of the trophy. I cannot believe it. I remember that the Bill Russell MVP award was there because they never voted him MVP because racism. And even the NBA said that. They're like, yeah, in our past. What is the what is the NBA trophy called? That's not important here. Well, this game is also time gated while isn't nearly as much. Sure, I'll never find out because I'm not playing that game. Or at least I won't play it anytime soon. Maybe when this game dies, I'll look over there. But, okay, I feel like from what you guys saw before, and I had Kid Flash in there, right? From what you guys saw before, it was working. Well, here's the thing too, and this was what happened with me with DC Worlds Collide. I was literally sitting on my couch, and people have heard this story a billion times probably. I was literally sitting on my couch. I was going through. I was going to look at DC Dark Legion, DC Worlds Collide, and then Marvel Mystic Mayhem in that order. I saw DC Dark Legion first, and that repulsed me. I didn't like the way it looked. Couldn't even find any content on it. And the Larry O'Brien trophy. Thank you, Panda. Appreciate you. Dang, that was going to bug me. Jeez. Okay. And so then I was like, I even saw screenshots. There weren't that many content creators. I was like, I don't like this. This looks terrible. Then I went to DC Worlds Collide, and I never made it to Marvel Mystic Mayhem. I stuck on this and did all day playing this. Maybe Starfire is the weakness here. Let's try this one more time and then see. I moved Kid Flash up in the healing order, so maybe that gives more heals so that we last longer. But he was getting wrecked by this little such and such. So Damien attacks the back row. If he attacks the back row and hits Starfire, I think we're okay. He should go straight this way. Okay. What I didn't like about Mayhem, for example, to go past level 30, you're on your team. To level up your characters individually, you need to beat a boss. If you don't beat that boss, you will not level. That's kind of an odd mechanic. Okay. That is kind of weird. This is when I can level up my characters to the level 100 as long as you got the resource. That's weird. That's the first time, and I mean, maybe it's just me and my inexperience. That's the first time I've heard of a game that's like beat this boss before you can level up. I mean, like beat the boss so you get XP and that'll help you get levels. But like in like Final Fantasy games, but then if you couldn't get past the boss, you would just go back into like the forest or whatever, and destroy a bunch of little minions, level up, and go back. I never heard of like I'm stuck. You got some videos about that? I'm gonna. Hey Siri, we still with his blood. His isn't that blood sport on your YouTube profile? Where are you stuck? Are you stuck in a pothole? Do you need somebody to come over with a jack? What's going on? But not being able to level up just because you need to beat this boss, which kind of demands you have strategy, but that's still like, I don't know. That's weird to me. That's a weird thing to me. I can understand not doing that. Dark Thing resembles one of the generic cash. Exactly. That's exactly what it resembles. It just looked unkempt. I don't even know how else to put it. It just looked like a dirty house. Vishnu progression. Is that what it's called? Vishnu progression? Well, Vishnu, I'm not a fan of your progression style. Uh-oh. So we are at 7 turns right now. All the henchmen are gone. That's a good look. We just got Frantic out. Wonder Woman does have her. Well, now she has 5 Frantic. He's going to attack Kid Flash. If Kid Flash can heal himself, that's cool. Superman goes off. We're good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, even if they're not, it's kind of, I think it's still kind of an annoying thing. I'm inclined to agree there, Jack. Yeah. And then Amir disappeared. I gave you that whole long explanation, and now you're gone. Okay. I'll reply to him on his comment. I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow, Saturday morning, I need to write my new rental agreement for my new apartment that I'm moving into next week. And while I'm there, I'm going to be answering all the comments and maybe even taking some for videos. That was the other issue that I had is that, well, we got 3 now. She ain't going nowhere. Got him. 4 now. Got him. Got him. All we had to do was move Kid Flash up 1 spot to get more heals. Vishanti. Sup, Sparta? Okay, Amir, but I mean, I hope you got what I was saying about like not wanting to just give you some trash reply and actually wanted to take time to think about it. Anyway, so Vishanti. Either way, whatever V word you use, I don't like it. Although that feels like a name that was used in V for Vendetta. Remember that movie? Okay. I was talking about it before. I think I'm definitely going to start doing watch-alongs. I'm going to start doing that. I think I might try to do I don't have any plans tomorrow except I might go play basketball. I'm not even sure if I'll stream tomorrow or not because I'm still not sure people watch streams on the weekend. But I think I'll watch like maybe maybe Dark Knight Returns, that animated movie, that 2-parter. I think I'll watch that and like record it as a watch along, just to see how I feel about it before releasing it. Okay, cool. Next stage, we will see. Oh, I don't like facing Nightwing because Nightwing, when you hit him, he hits you back at the same time, and then even he's not even taking as much damage because Bizarro has given him a flower, so Bizarro's gonna be taking the damage. Not to mention, we all have weakened now. Yay! Thank you, Bizarro. Appreciate that. I hope you can hear the sarcasm in my tone. I'm pretty sure you can't since you are actually nothing but 1s and 0s, but I'm saying. Oh, no, I get what you mean. Flip. I understand it 100%. I just don't like that as a thing. I just don't like the concept. Because it feels like I said again, for Final Fantasy, which, as far as streaming goes, I am very, very tempted to play Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy VII, I think it's like Rebirth. I'm tempted to play those games again and stream it just because I love those games. But yeah, in Final Fantasy VII, if I run into a boss and I can't beat him, I can go back and I can run around in that forest for 2 weeks if I want to and come back huge and then step on him and be done with it. And I prefer that where it's like you train to get better and it's not one of those. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure other people like it, but I don't know. Will the DCU pity carry over to the next limited banner? Doubt it. Not the strictly DCU one, I doubt it. I think it's going to be like wherever you're pulling, just like with weekly recruitment and epic recruitment. Whatever my pity is in epic recruitment is not going to affect my pity in weekly recruitment. I don't think they're going to be that nice. I think the game has a lot of good stuff and it's very free to play friendly. I don't think they're doing that. Just chilling after work, looking forward to the weekend. I'm telling you, Sparta. I'm telling you, I'm doing this stream, and then the second I'm done with this stream, I was gonna cook. I'm not gonna cook. I'm finna get me a glass of wine. I'm finna sit on my balcony. I'm finna read a comic book and chill because the sun is out right now, and it doesn't get dark here till 10 p.m. Welcome to very high north on the globe. So I'm about to chill hard. I think my boss is actually trying to send me messages right now, and I'm gonna be like, "He not to home. No hablo inglés." Even though he's Brazilian, I think he does speak Spanish. He speaks Portuguese, French, Spanish, and English, if I'm not mistaken. I think those are his languages. Oh, boy. Okay. Can we get past this, or should I be satisfied with that and go to Digital Universe? Well, I'm not going to do Digital Universe today because I'm going to be off in about 30 minutes. Oh, wait. Okay. So wait, Rescue Panda. Let me see if I get what you're saying. Oh, I do play Marvel Strike Force. I still do. I just don't do content. And the reason for that was that I felt like there were so many content creators, and all good, all very, very good. I couldn't find a slot where I could contribute something that nobody else was contributing. And I don't want to just like regurgitate what somebody else said just so I can get some views. Like the channel to me is not about like money making or fame or getting people in and. I enjoy this. I have fun. You're from Croatia, Pitch Kumata. What's up? Yo, what's up, homie? My friend, okay, wait. Let me do the Marvel Strike Force thing first. You got me distracted. And I'm sorry for cursing at you. I'm sorry for cursing at you. My bad. We're not close like that, so I probably shouldn't be cursing at you like that. My bad. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. No. So, basically, if I can't bring something that adds value and I can't bring like a little bit of personality, but a lot of like value and information, I'm just regurgitating what Dorky Dad and Mobile Gamer and Valley Flying and Heartgrave, I think he's still doing it. Doolam, I just unsubscribed to him because of what he just said. Like, if I can't add anything, then I don't want to make content. I don't want to do it because I just feel like ugh. So I still play the game. I played it. I'm gonna play it actually this evening, actually. So, but I can't. Flip. I'm from Alabama, born and raised, but I've lived in Switzerland for the last 18 years, which is why I got the little bit of Croat. That's why I said Sparta Crow. Okay, I get you now. My homegirl and I. She's Croatian. Her boyfriend's Serbian, which technically I was speaking Serbian, so I apologize. I know it's not Croatian, but y'all know it. Y'all say y'all BMD and all that other stuff too. Y'all know what the curses are. But she's Croatian, my closest friends, and we did the psychology masters that I graduated with last Friday. She was with me with her and her fiance, who's Serbian. They just got engaged. Congratulations, guys. They just got engaged, and so then we did the master's program together, distance learning, but we did it in the UK. We flew to the UK together, did the graduation, came back. So it's I have a lot of one of my closest friends, Damien, he's Serbian, play basketball in Europe, and you're gonna run into a bunch of Serbians and Croatians because y'all love that sport. So like, I don't know. I got a lot of love for Croatians and Serbians. I might end up going to a Croatian wedding later, like grills, cookouts, all that stuff, man. I love my Croatian and Serbian brothers and sisters. Y'all the shit. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, I'm not supposed to curse on. Y'all got me too comfortable. I'm not supposed to say the S word. Heartgrave stopped too? Okay. I could see like because it can get repetitive if you're doing the same stuff over and over again. All right, let me focus for 1 second, and then we can get back into it. Let's do the shield reduction a little bit because we do have a lot of mighty over there. I really want to hammer him in the face. So first, let's try the shields. We're going to go a little bit more defensive here. We're going to try to get the shields out first. Let me slow down because I know I tend to talk fast when I explain stuff, so I apologize. So I'm going to put in Lex, try to get Lex's shields up. Lex's shields up with the damage reduction from his team synergy will help us resist this horde as opposed to putting out weakened with like an Ocean Master or a Bizarro. We still have Kid Flash here for the heals and support. I would think about moving him here, but I'm going to put Wonder Woman here now so she maintains giving out that good amount of damage. I am going to shift Kid Flash away from that situation and put him in the middle so that this boss, this henchman in the back, these minions in the back, don't tag them. I believe these are the fire henchmen, though, that throw bombs into the back row, which really messes you up. So what I'm about to do now is I will replace the bat cycle with the mirrors, which heal the back row. I'm going to make sure that they go last so we get this heal at the end when we're kind of low. Okay. I think that's got it. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, I can see where, like, as a content creator, if you're creating stuff, you can get like worn out on it. And if you have a solid fan base, like, for example, if all of you guys were like, oh no, we like him so much, we'll watch his watch alongs. And even if you don't pay for the Patreon or whatever, no, we still like him on YouTube. So whatever game you play, we'll follow you and we'll try to play that game with you. And regardless, we'll still follow it. Then there is less incentive for you to beat your head against the wall for a game that you're not enjoying anymore, especially if it's not really tied to like your income. For me, this isn't tied to my income. I do this because I love it. It's so much fun. I'll be fine with that. If they didn't pay me at all, I would still do it. So like, and I'm not getting paid yet. I'm still not getting paid yet from this because I was dormant for so long. There's a trick that I didn't know about. I was dormant for so long that I've been doing, like, they said, okay, monetization over, which I understand, but hopefully I'll get it back soon, aka tomorrow. Let's see. I missed a few things when I was trying to explain there. I'm hoping this is doing well. The frantic coming back out on her advanced attack is great because I want Wonder Woman to go ahead and get that ultimate off. Okay, so hey Dekai, I hope I say your name right. No, bro, you're good. No worries. It's Croatian way. Yeah, I know. I love Croatians though. I love Croatians. You just got your Alpha Flight team. Do you got any alliance in MSF? I am in one. Don't develop your Alpha Flight team. They're old and they were pre-Ares stats. You don't even need to worry about that. One thing I love about DC Worlds Collide is that all the characters in DCL, rest in peace, that didn't receive love finally got some in this game. That's true because Batman is doing work. I was scared to even develop him, but now I hear that he's like S tier for endgame. Flip, oh nice. I started online culinary art school. Do your thing. Online culinary art school. Proud of you. Congratulations, bruh. Congratulations, Flip. I would love to travel once. I learned everything the course has to offer. I love to learn from Italian, Japanese, or French chefs. Yo, let me tell you this. Learn from any Italian because my ex, she's Italian. We dated for 8 years. All the cooking stuff just from being in Italy. Her brother is like an amazing cook. She is an amazing cook. I learned so much just from being in that relationship about cooking. I'll never tell her that. Japanese, we have a great Japanese restaurant here. I want to just go to Japan, but I love karagedon, the like triple fried chicken on rice. That stuff is. But why are we talking about food, man? So what? Yo, bro, I joined the league, but the league challenge says fail to load interface. Help me, what's wrong with it? When did you join the league? Because if you just joined like in the middle of the week, you're not allowed to participate until the week resets, which would be like Monday. Well, I mean, I think for you guys it's I think it's Monday for you guys too. I mean, you have Wonder Woman, Flash, and Batman. That's what's up. You got a good one. Let's get paid. We're trying. We're trying, but it's not about that. Even when I did like back to DC Legends content, and this is proof positive of how much I love DC Legends. I did so much, like not for that game, but because of that game, and I was barely getting any money. I didn't have a lot of views, as you guys know. The ones who were there, you guys know, I was doing it for the love. And even then, it was like on-demand content. I wasn't streaming. I like streaming a lot, and I think I like it too much, and I think I need to reduce it a bit. But either way, like I'm playing a video game and hanging out with folks. I mean, come on now. It's cool. It's fun. I love it. Absolutely love it. Whatever you do, don't watch Cooking in Another World. Then, LOL, that anime is hilarious and all about making magical creatures. Cooking in Another World. 1 second. I need to write that down. I have to get my Crunchyroll subscription back. I canceled that for the month because I had so many expenses. But Crunchyroll, oh, you guys may not even know. Crunchyroll is is an anime platform. I don't know what it is in the US because I'm not there. I think I'm stuck on this. I'm gonna try this one more time. But I need to write down Cooking in Another World. That can be next. I heard Solo Leveling and well, actually, I heard some. I think that there was supposed to be bad news about the One Punch Man season 3, like a delay or something. Cooking in Another World. All right, so the Lex thing didn't work out for us. It's also on Crunchyroll. Bet. So we already know what I'm doing next week. Oh, we already know what I'm doing next week. But why, bro? Batman got shield break. Crit like crazy. I'm trying to push him. Oh, no. I think you are never had Karage. You never had Karage? Dog. You got it, dog. I've only had it in Switzerland and it has ruined my life. That stuff is so good. Dog, it's so good. We had some good Japanese immigrants here who like opened up the restaurant. Well, some immigrants, some like who were born here, and they opened up Yume Ramen, which is a ramen spot that makes bomb ramen, dog. And then also Karagedon, which I go there. I used to go there like on my lunch break, and put it this way, me going on my lunch break there to get Karagedon, and remember Switzerland's expensive. That was easily for lunch. I was spending $40 to $50. It was worth it. So good. It's so good. But remember, Switzerland was expensive as hell. So Solo Leveling is so it is, and I heard some news about season 3 that gets in development right now. Demon Slayer, I never watched actually. I never watched Demon Slayer, and I think I even tried to watch it on Crunchyroll here in Switzerland. They didn't have it in English, and I was gonna watch it in German. I think they only had it in French actually, and I was gonna watch it in German, and yeah. They didn't have it available in German either. They only had French. And it was like, yo, I could watch it in Spanish, German, Italian, and all y'all got is French. What the hell are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, only in French? Why? Anyway. Okay. Maybe it's an order of operations issue. Let's try to add a little bit more sustain to the team's activities. Tokotsu. Never had that before. Season 3 is not in development. They need to get on the ball, man. They are waiting because of another project. Damn the other project. Get back on Solo Leveling. The anime is amazing. Dude, I'm single. Mike, I'm single. I broke up with my ex. Like, we were together for a long time. We broke up like almost a year ago now. We're still cool. I just saw her today, actually. She came and picked up our dog, Olympia, the celebrity, the diva. So yeah, I'm solo. And actually, the next relationship I get in, she's gonna have to be okay with it. She's gonna have to be. Actually, that was the funny part too, is that when I was doing it there, and to be fair, when I was starting the channel doing DCL, she was okay with it, but I didn't mention it when I was doing it for like the first 6 months to a year, because I was like, I need it to be something making an income. Because the second you say I'm playing a video game and streaming, it's a problem. But if you're like, but this makes us money though, it's much, much, much less of a problem. So yeah, she even bought me like as like a birthday gift. She even got me a new phone that was like, yo, this phone I think I heard was better for gaming and everything. Like, she was into it. Like, she was like supportive, I should say. So I can give you all the nightmare stories or whatever, but nah, I'd be exaggerating. She wasn't that bad about it. She was not. However, it does help to be single. Yeah. After having 3 years of the number one anime being from them, they are in the red. It's insane. How were they in the red? Did they just were they? Did they get Shohei Otani's manager, and that guy was just running up bills? That's a really deep baseball cut for some folks who are watching DC Worlds Collide content. I'm sorry. Subatomic. Oh, how to increase the challenge points in Crisis Watch? Okay, I can go to it and show you, but this is one of the things, and I think I released I'm releasing so many videos today and tomorrow. I'm sorry, and I actually need to ask you guys about that too, from like just the viewer's perspective. You can't change it for a week. Once you get in, you're in it, and you're locked in that, and that's what you're doing for that week. So you have to be careful in what you select when you're going into Crisis Watch, which level you select, because you also don't want to be stuck on like a level so hard that you can't get past it. But the different levels themselves unlock as you progress through the main story. I don't see this working out at all. Tokotsu ramen, miso ramen, shoyu. No, I use shoyu ramen. Whenever I'm making ramen, I do shoyu. I know miso is very, very popular, but shoyu ramen, when I make it for my daughter, that's the one I go with. I've never done tokotsu. The craziest thing is that the studio that makes it is that's okay. I just read that already. Drifter is an underrated anime. Okadi, thank you. Drifter. Actually, I never finished Monster. I have the manga in my bedroom right now, actually, and I started the anime series, like watching it, but I never finished it. We're going nowhere. We live, and they live, and we got 2 turns left. We're going nowhere. Flip. You love them all. Okay. I like them all. Flip. It's just that if I'm cooking one, it's gonna be shoyu. Yeah. Okay. 5. Rank 5 Shazam is a game changer. By the way, there is no Shazam in this game. You have never had. I don't think I have, unless that's what they put in Tantimon. Is that the base? Because is that the base they use in Tantimon? Ramen. Then I have, because that's the one that I usually get. Tantamon. Sorry, I'm saying that wrong. I completed the one, but I saw my points like not. But other players' points are so high. Wait, Atomic. What are you talking about? In Crisis. Hold up, 1 second. Let's go back. I mean, I'm clearly stuck here. I've unlocked the digital universe. I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about. Any tips to get max titanium? I'm in chapter 9. Dude, we were just talking about this morning. Well, morning for me. I guess it was evening for you. Dog. Titanium is the bottleneck in this game. Every game has a bottleneck. Titanium is the one here. What you're going to want to do is just be sure to be in that base store. Let me mute this because it's already messing up. You're going to want to be sure to be in the base store. Anytime you see titanium, it's usually sold for gold. Get that. Don't get this. This is a terrible value. Whenever, like, the diamonds for the XP and the titanium things, like those little packs that says 8 hours, those are terrible value. Let me answer this other question real quick about Crisis Watch. Okay, so in Crisis Watch, here, right? And you're saying how to get higher points in Crisis Watch. So here's what I figured out about, which you'll see the video come out later today. I think, wait, didn't I already release? I think I actually just released a video on this Crisis Watch at like 5 o'clock today. I had it scheduled to release. So I'm going to give you a real brief on Atomic, but then also go check out my channel, check out the videos, and it should be like literally released today at like 5 o'clock my time, and it's 7:45 now. So like 2.5 hours ago-ish, there should be a video like me walking through the whole thing and figuring out. But basically what you want to do to get higher points here. Wait, whoa. Yeah, okay. So basically what you want to do to get higher points here. Wait, what? Wait, whoa. Because I'm thinking about you getting past it and getting all the satellites. You've completed all 30 and you've gotten all your rewards, right? Oh, Amir, they have that for Firestorm. They have that for, wait. They also have that for Killer Frost. there are a few characters that are going to be, and it's one of those things that's going to be, they want you to face them, they want you to face them, they want you to face them, and then they're going to release them into the game later. Like, yeah, that's right, Firestorm is, I don't know why I thought Firestorm was there. And they're going to just release them into the game later. There's probably going to be, like down the road, Dark Side is going to be, you play against him for like 6 months, and then it's like, now he's playable. You know what I mean? Like, it's to promote stuff. Actually, they probably will. I say actually as if I have any information. I have no information. They'll probably like introduce Aquaman as a villain. He's not in the game yet. They'll probably introduce him as like not a villain, but a thing that you have to fight. And then once you fight him, then you get him. That's what they're doing with Superman DCU, where you have this Metal of Steel thing. See in the leaderboard section. Where is they got up to 10,000. My only assumption, I think 10,000 is the max actually, because that's where my leaderboard is at for this one. Elite area. Yeah, I guess it's that. It may be an efficiency thing. The ranking is based on challenge points obtained in stage 10. So in stage 10, let's proceed. Let's figure this out together and actually do some content. He has higher points than you do. Oh, that's what I'm saying. He's actually like doing better than me. How'd you do that? So we go in here. Okay, calculation method. The more challenge conditions completed in the final stage, the higher the amount of points. Yeah. The lower the number of actions taken to clear the stage. Yeah, it's an efficiency thing. The higher the amount of HP remaining after clearing the stage, the higher. Yeah, it's 100% an efficiency thing. That's all it is. So the more efficient you are, the fewer turns you take, the higher the score goes. Do they not have the, yeah. And then we go here. New player. What's up with all the guys called new player? And here's the other thing too. This is the clear lineup. Can you show me the lineup that was used? Yeah, there's no way this is the lineup that was used to do this. There's no way. Assistant area. I would love for them to let us know the lineup. This couldn't have been the lineup either. Okay. Here's the thing, and this is what I mean by the one issue about this game and trying to give advice is that there's no way to go back. So when you say, do you mean chapter 18 is system recovery? Because I can go back there, but I can't go back to like the chapter 18 in main stage. So you'd have to give me like some details on what you're stuck on. 18.3 to be exact. That's what I'm saying. Like I can't, if it's system recovery, I can go back to that. But here I don't need, like I don't remember what was 18.3. They just never changed their names. Yeah, probably finished it faster. They just never changed the names. Yeah. Hey guys, new to this game, love it up to now. Any tips for new players? Here's a tip for new player. Go check out my beginner's guide. Sorry for the cheap promo. My bad. Quick tips that we say typically. Use your diamonds for pulls in the mother box. I'm gonna do a couple pulls right now actually. Save your diamonds for the time being until you unlock this desired thing. Like pull a little bit. I know you got to. But save it for this. And then you can go in here and decide with a 30% chance, 30%, not 100%, of what kind of epic you're going to get. The entire epic thing is in there. In the base store, do not spend any diamonds on anything. Except for one time this and one time that when that comes up. I've already bought it. So it's not 300. Don't buy it for the 300. Buy it for the 180. Buy this one for the 360. And then anything that's gold, I would buy this. I am going to buy this. I have more money than I realized. More gold than I realized. And then I buy nothing else. Maybe this if I'm trying to make it even so I can pull 10. That's about it. Evil Falls. Try to focus on gear that has corners if you can. I do like to get these for upgrading gear, so we will max that out since I just farmed Evil Falls. Arena Shop, beware that just because you got these Lex frags, you cannot unlock him with this. You have to fuse him, and that's the same for all of these characters. You can't buy frags and put them together and unlock a character. You have to fuse them. I recommend not farming here if at all possible. I did farm for Bane here like the other day because I got frustrated. Um, these chests, these for the elite and for the rare, are good for leveling up characters, so you do want to buy those. Um, with a little bit of reservation. Same thing here. Do not farm these. I did buy this for reinforcements, but don't worry about your reinforcements and buying materials for them for a while. I just did this for the Batmobile, but I would still wait a little bit because you have other things to do. Elite Arena. Oh, by the way, also while I'm giving you all these tips very fast, tomorrow I will be releasing my shop tips guide. So be on the lookout for that. Beware here. You can farm legendary frags. Now, the exception here is that legendary is a lot harder to pull, and you can use these frags to rank them up. So I do recommend like stacking your elite arena currency and farming these frags. You won't be able to unlock the legendary, and actually you may even want to wait until you actually unlock your legendary. Just stack the currency up here, because when you come here you can change and choose which legendary frags you want. So I would wait, but stack it with the idea that you're going to farm here. These can be useful. I don't buy them consistently or all the time, but they can be good. League shop. I've stayed out of the league shop for a while. I don't feel comfortable really giving you advice in this other than there's this gear here and I have bought gear here. I would stay away from anything else for the time being until I get more league shop credits. And then I'm going to explore it more, but nothing here seems like it has value to me other than that. Don't work too hard on your elites. Focus on the epics you do have, because elites, as good as they may be, and the only one that I would even say is worth your time is Black Canary. Everybody else can wait. Clayface is good. Cheetah can be good. Mirror Master can be good. Captain Cole can be good. Mr. Freeze can be good. But the problem with them is that, one, their max rank is rank 8, which means it also limits their level. And 2, they only have 3 abilities, whereas epics have 4 and legendaries have 5. Focus on your level link. Get only your top 5 characters up there to the level you need them, and then put everything else in level link. Be aware that you can experiment a little bit and then use character retraining. It's not necessarily expensive, and I can understand you want to try out Nightwing and be like, oh, it's great, and Nightwing's an awesome character. Really put everything into him. But then you're like, oh, I don't like Nightwing that much. You can retrain him and get your resources back up to a point. With rare elites, you can do it anytime. Don't put any resources into rares. And with epics, it's only up until round or rank 6 that you can retrain their rank, and you can always retrain the levels. So I hope those are some good quick tips for you. Have fun. And if you have anything else, check out my beginner's guide. It is 3.5 hours full of information, and it's all time stamped, so you don't have to watch the whole damn thing. Okay. That was that. Okay. I've been buying everything. Oh, Daniel. So 18.3 in story flip. I can't see it. When did we start getting epic gear? Good question. I don't remember when I started getting epic gear. It might have been around story 20, main story 20. Was it story 20? Anybody got the news on that? I don't remember. I remember being stuck and not wanting to do anything with gear because something told me like the purple was there, and it was a very long time where I was not doing anything with gear because I was like, something's coming. This isn't the, and then I was like, as I was about to like start gearing up, that's when I saw like the epic gear, but I was starting to get impatient. Okay, so I have to pull for Superman. Free to play, how to pull all legendaries without spending money. Be patient. I'm not spending, well, not much, but there's no like thing you can do. You just have to pull. There's no like specific like, oh, this is what I can do to get. Nope, not gonna happen. Sorry, Chief. Bane would be nice. Nope. I'm so sick of looking at Red Robin's damn face. Man, I'm so sick of looking at you, dog. I feel like I should have a hallelujah button. I'm gonna make a soundboard and have a hallelujah button. Finally. So now that I've pulled Bane 5 days into this, I'm going to go back to saving all my tokens. And you will see me rank up Bane. You will see me rank up Bane now. Do you have any recommendations for lineups against Evil Falls? Oh, well, you can also check out my Evil Falls video. All right. For Evil Falls right now, what I do have is, and I recorded the Ultraman Evil Falls video again, second time, and then the second time there was no sound, and I don't know why. The first half of the video had no sound, and then the second half did. I don't even know what happened. The lineup I've been using in Evil Falls for Superwoman, and as a matter of fact, it's Wonder Woman, Superman. We're using Ocean Master and Nightwing because yay, they're fun, and then Kid Flash for the heals. Resistance to superpower damage is becoming stronger and stronger. Make sure that you're overlaying superpower attacks. You're not overlaying on superpower, but from the physical damage. If you have Nightwing and Ocean Master, run them together. They do fantastic. Superman was doing great as a tank. Wonder Woman is tremendous damage dealer. They do recommend Red Hood. And if I had Red Hood ranked up higher, I would use him. But yeah, crit and block. And I think more block than crit, if I'm being real. Let me get to Bane real quick. Any thoughts on replacements for Orem and Soups? Orem, no. I mean, Soups, no. Oh yeah, I have an Evil Falls guide in the Evil Falls section of the game. So if you go to my main page and you go and you scroll down, you'll see that I have the beginner's guide is at the top, and then you have like character guides next. You have Elseworld, like where I showcase different characters. Then you have Evil Falls, Crisis Watch playlist is going to be up there tomorrow. I still haven't added that customization yet. Digital universe walkthroughs are there. And I have it all sectioned out. So you have like the character guides and the like original stuff, and then everything is like character guide, Evil Falls, digital universe walkthrough, and. Let me see here. Have you tried Constantine? He is really good. We just had complaints on Constantine. Amir, I'm glad you like Constantine, but if you've seen any of the like on-demand videos I've done, I can't stand. I don't like Constantine at all. I really don't like Constantine at all. He's terrible. For me. I know plenty of people argue with me to the grave about it. Plenty of people have said like he's really, really good. So I mean, Constantine might be worth a shot. I would say try to go for crit. So, okay. Here we go. My lineup did it have Zatanna in it? It didn't. Okay, so you might be able to get away with, since you don't seem to have like something that could do block, then focus on crit. If you have Wonder Woman already, run Red Hood and Zatanna, and they'll give a bunch of crit to her with the Red Hood team synergy, and that should help. What is the easiest Evil Falls boss? A good question. I think. Well, no. There's no such thing. Because each of the Evil Falls, can I go to like the Evil Falls like peoples? Can I do that? Each of the Evil Falls has someone different that's going to make them easier. And so because of that, there is no one that's easier. The easiest one strictly relies on who you pulled. So for like you just saw, I have 17 on Johnny Quick. I have level 16 on Superwoman. That's how far I've gotten on those two. So I could tell you, I was just about to say Johnny Quick is easier, but that's because of the roster I have to deal with him. I have Sinestro, who's a legendary. With Superwoman, I have a pretty good roster to deal with her. I have Ocean Master, I have Nightwing, I have Soups, I have Wonder Woman, so I'm doing crit and block, which they think for her. And then you come over here, I'm not leveling up Constantine. I do have Kid Flash. Black Canary is an elite. And Pandora I have rank 5. So Deathstorm is going to be very difficult for me. You know what I mean? So like they really do. Power Ring, I have level 11. Do I have him tomorrow? I should be higher than that. But it's the Batman synergy of single target burst damage. And I don't want to develop Damien too much more, to be honest with you. So yeah, it really depends on the tunes you have. Who's going to be the easier one? He should be. I should have a higher score on this dude, for real. Um, yeah, and then Ultraman level 15. AOE damage dealers. I love playing in the AOE, and I bought that. I had to have because Mike brought it up. I bought that $1 deal for Green Arrow, which that's the best deal in the game. Did you play the game when it was on C servers? I wish I had my account. Yeah, they had this like pre-global release thing for a couple months. A lot of people played it since like January. I started in end of May. I want to say end of May. Yeah, so Raptor, it really just depends. It really just depends. Yeah. Sorry, that was a long-winded answer to say depends. I just wanted to be sure to answer you fully. Um, which I can say about everything, but it's just that I talk too much. Uh, you still haven't bought Hal Jordan spacing, slacking. I'm not getting Hal Jordan. Like you want. Okay, I hope there are no Lantern fans in this chat, but there's gonna be, and that's fine. We can disagree. I hated the fact that I had to invest in any lanterns in DC Legends. I don't like the lanterns. I like Jon Stewart. I like Jessica Cruz. I like Kyle Rayner. Hal Jordan can take a long walk off of a short street, off a short pier. He can go play in traffic. I do not like Hal Jordan at all, which is part of the reason why I like beating up on Power Ring. Um, yeah, I don't like the lanterns. I don't rock with them at all. I don't like their lore. I don't like those like Watcher type dudes that I can't even remember their damn names. The big head dudes. I don't like them. I don't like their place. I don't like this. I feel like this is the DMX speech that he did about Drake. If you've never seen that, check out what DMX when they said when he was in a radio interview, and Kendrick Lamar parried it when he did Euphoria. He was like reaching back, and then when DMX had an interview talking about Drake, and they were like, "So you like Drake?" He was like, "I don't like anything about that dude. I don't like the way he talks. I don't like the way he dresses. I don't like the way he looks. I don't like the way he says words." Like he just went off, 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 off. I know I do love Jon Stewart, but Jon Stewart flip. I like Jon Stewart because of a tie with my uncle. So like that's why I like Jon Stewart. I like Jessica Cruz because me gusta Latinas. Um, yeah, Kyle Rayner was a comic book artist. So like, and I think actually isn't Jessica Cruz gay? I think she's gay. Still love her though. Yeah. Outside of that, I like Bleez's story. I like Atrocitus's story. I read one volume of Green Lantern comics that was Blackest Night, and that was only because DC Legends was based off that. And that series was alright. It was okay. I'm not I'm not into the lanterns. I'm not into the lanterns, dog. So you trooper, you'll never see me buy Hal Jordan. And when I pull him, I'll be kind of disappointed. Because I'll be like, but you could have gave me somebody else though. All right, so Bane. You cannot do this to me. I am Bane. I remember that episode of Batman when he put the batarang into the Venom thing, and Bane was like, "Uh-oh, this is gonna hurt." So how many do I need here? I need 30. Do you know the entire Lantern storyline with the different lanterns too? Especially, yeah. I mean, I explored them because of DC Legends, and when I got into Blackest Night, I know of it all. I do know of it all, and I'm bored by it. I feel like Flip went from liking me to being like, "Who is this dude?" I'm not. I'm into Gotham. If I had to pick something next, it's gonna be either. It might be the Shazam family, but I think it's gonna be either. I'm gonna go by cities, basically. I'm Gotham, through and through, to my soul. I'm Gotham. Next up is either gonna be Fawcett City or Metropolis, but Superman the comics I like, Superman the cartoon I liked, but Mm, uh, Central City I like, but Flash he just be running. Um, Plus I hated. They really made me dislike Flash when they did the Flashpoint paradox. Um, Although I did end up liking the Thomas Wayne version of Batman, but they really made me dislike Flash when he did that. And then on top of it, they had that whole Constantine thing at the end of like the Dark Justice League, where I'm not giving spoilers for that, but that annoyed me too, because then it was like, but you just messed up the universe, and now you finna do it again. Um, yeah. How many of these I can get? I can get one. It is boring. I don't like the. I don't look, man. It's just like Guardians of the Galaxy, for example. Those movies were great. They were awesome. They were fantastic. I watched them. I laughed. I'm not watching them again. I enjoyed them. I'm not watching them again. Did you hear James Gunn reaching out to Ryan Reynolds about being Hal Jordan again? Oh Jesus Christ! What are we? So is Ryan Reynolds gonna basically go back and just fix every bad movie he made? Because then he needs to fix all that trash he's been putting out on Netflix. Um, Dog, really, really, really. What really I really like Starfire, Necron, Sinestro, Parallax. Parallax is okay. Necron, his name, I don't like Necron that much. But here's the other thing too: the whole in the Blackest Night, and this is a credit to Blackest Night. This is a credit to Blackest Night. I don't rock with zombie stuff, not out of fear or anything. It's just weird, and I don't like it. And Blackest Night I did enjoy. So that that's something, right? That's they did good. They were doing stuff. They did okay. Okay. So I want to buy these frags here. I need 75 of rare. Bruh. I won't have enough to do both. And I needed 30 of the elite. This gives me 10. This gives me 10. So that's the 30. But now I need 75 of the rare. Where am I getting rare from? Let me process real quick. Where am I getting rare from? Man, you seem like my type of friend. The type we can discuss and debate anything in the world because you seem pretty knowledgeable. I'm just about look, I'm not yeah, see like okay, so for example, like when they had like the zombie wars in Marvel, the deceased, like I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's cool, that's clever. I never bought one of them comics. I can't do zombie movies, and plus, it's not that like I know a lot. I'm just a jack of all trades. I have a pretty good knowledge of a bunch of stuff. I don't have like an in-depth knowledge. Like if you want in-depth knowledge, you have to talk to the homie Stevie. Stevie, you might be watching. What's up, homie? He's the one who has all the in-depth knowledge on comic book stuff and everything. So when I got questions, I go to him, right? But I don't know. I love learning. Learning as much stuff as possible is fun. It is fun. It's fun. It's fun. Now I'm trying to learn a way to get these rare frags. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Well, first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put something on as entertainment while I try to think of a way to get to. Man, I'm high up in this level now. Oh, Joe. How am I going to handle this team? With Flash in the spot. Well, first of all, y'all gone. Second, you're gonna move back here. Third, you go there. Fourth, where's my Ocean Master? We're gonna see how he does. We still want the heals. That's fine. Let's see if Hal Jordan. That's pretty heavy on that side of stuff. Hal Jordan might wreck our face. Where are my ultimates at? Oh, that's actually a good order. Maybe having weekend out on Hal Jordan would be the worst thing in the world. Um, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Ocean Master get some work in. Guys, it's about time for me to call it quits on the stream. Yes, that's me too. I know a little bit about a lot of stuff. Politics. Yeah, exactly. I know enough to ask the right questions and make people think that I'm smart. That was actually a debate that I was having with the homegirl, the one I graduated with, my Croatian homie. I was talking to her and her boyfriend, her fiance, at the bar. We were just like having a couple beers before like going in for the night because we are people who go to sleep early. All of us. She has the spirit of an 80-year-old woman inside of her, and that's why we're friends. Because we can go to dinner and be like, man, it's almost 10:30. I'm trying to get to the crib. Where it was, she was like, well, you're really, really intelligent. And I was like, no, it's that I have very good processing power. I can like, I'm witty and I can come back with responses very quickly that are very relevant to what you just said, which makes it seem like I'm knowledgeable and I know what I'm doing and that I'm smart, but that makes me seem smarter than what I am. I'm not that smart. That like she is truly smart. It's just that she will because she's incredibly intelligent. But what she'll do is, and her fiance even said this in arguments, is that she'll stop and just be. He'll say something, and then it'll just be quiet. He's like, and she's like, I'm thinking, because she's going to be sure to think it all through before she gives a response. And me, I can't. I do have to stop and think sometimes because I don't want to just give like blanket stuff, but I can like process pretty fast. So like that kind of makes it seem like I'm smart. You think I am? No, man. I just have a lot of knowledge that's like shoved down in the back of my head that I can reach really quickly. Not that smart. Loki, I need to go to bed early. Oh, you got school in 2 weeks? Yeah, so yeah, you got to get yourself in the swing of things. You got to get back into your pattern of going to sleep. Can we beat Lex? I don't think so because it's a tactical disadvantage. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on, Wonder Woman. Just one. Did we get him? Did we get him? Did we get him? Stun him. No need. You know what's better than stun? Dead. Okay. So, guys, it's been fun. Too much fun. I almost didn't do it because I'm exhausted. But I definitely enjoyed doing it. Lots of fun. And now I need to go play Marvel Strike Force because I got to do the Danger Room. Am I going to quit that game soon? It'll be your final year? Congrats. Congrats. So are you getting like senioritis? Is that the problem? Where you're like, it's my last year. I don't feel like doing this. Like where you get like to the that happened with this last master's degree I got, where it was like we're at the end, and I was like, man, I'm sick of it. Although I loved it, I did love it. I was very fortunate to be able to do it. It wasn't something that was necessary. I just wanted to have that. I just wanted to have that master's degree. Okay, so guys, thank you so much. It has been fun. It has been fun. I may or may not stream tomorrow. However, tomorrow's a Saturday, and though I'm free, I think I'm just gonna play some hoops and do a little bit of like admin work tomorrow. I'm gonna reply to Amir's comment tomorrow. What is your favorite DC animated movie? Mine is JL Dark. Ooh, okay. I gotta answer this question. Okay, damn Amir, you hit me in the gut. You knocked a pause in me. What is my favorite DC animated movie? Well, I mean, Raptor, you're in the U.S., so yeah. In Europe, it doesn't go that way. School is affordable over here. That's why I got 2 master's degrees because it was like, oh, I could just pay like $300 a month and get another master's degree. Okay. Oh my God, Amir, why'd you have to ask such a hard question? Damn, homie. The first one that came to my, and that's what my debate was, Flip. That was my debate. That was my debate. Because I love Flashpoint Paradox. Flashpoint Paradox makes me, and I still haven't done it yet. I went back and read Flashpoint, like Beyond or whatever, where they had the Thomas Wayne series, which was not worth the. Don't read that. It was not. They could have done so much better with that. But I still haven't read the series, but I want to. That one is good. The Dark Knight Returns, where they do the Frank Miller comic and those two. I already spoke about it on the stream. I think that's actually going to be maybe my first. Maybe my first watch-alongs are gonna be like Flashpoint Paradox, DC, not DC, Dark Knight Returns, I think is what it's called. That was my background screen for the longest time. The album cover to that, not album cover, God, I'm old. The DVD cover, which makes me sound older, was my background screen. Under the Red Hood, though, was when they went wild. Under the Red Hood was where they were like, we're kind of making this towards adult. We're kind of making this towards adult. And then they were like, Red Hood's going to throw a bunch of heads on the table in a bag. Oh, so we're there now. We're there. Cool. Cool. Damn it, Amir. Oh, such a hard question. Okay. If I had to pick one, and that's the other thing too. You know what I could say? I could hit y'all in the chest right now. You know what I could say? Mask of the Phantasm. Mask of the Phantasm might be the one. Cause the music, the opening, it was dramatic. I think that even got released in theaters. Like, as a '90s kid, Mask of the Phantasm was it. Oh, okay. Um, Best DC animated. Batman Beyond had a movie actually, and I was a big fan of Batman Beyond. The one where the Joker came back. That thing, Return of the Joker. That thing was something serious. I wish they had made a live action Batman Beyond movie, but I'm kind of happy they didn't because I'm pretty sure they would have ruined it. Um, mm, Seeing Tim Drake get his his brother joke was so satisfying. So you don't like Tim Drake? I'm not the okay. I don't know if I like Tim Drake either. I don't hate. You know what? Tim Drake is he doesn't rate. He's the exact opposite of anything you want to do with art. So for example, this YouTube channel, whether you hit the like button or the dislike button, I'm okay with that. You know why? Because you're engaged. The last thing you want to do is paint a painting and put it up in a museum and everybody just ignores it. You want people to either say they love it or they hate it. You want them to feel something, right? You want them to feel something. Dick Grayson will always be Robin, and I respect him as Nightwing. Jason Todd, I can't stand that little knucklehead. Damien, I do not like. I don't feel anything for Tim Drake. I don't feel anything for that dude. And that might be the biggest condemnation you can give. Trigon Redemption. Excuse me, what? Oh, yeah. I remember that. I remember that now. I don't think it might have been called something different here. But I remember that when Raven was like trying to get away from the Teen Titans or whatever. Oh, they actually had it was a funny one where it was like Superboy and Damien together. That was kind of funny. They took a very anime kind of style to it too. Um, yeah, exactly. Like Tim Drake is just he's there. Sure. He's around. Yeah, he's around. Okay, if I have to say final answer, because I've been talking about this for like 5 minutes. I signed off like 10 minutes ago. Final answer is going to. It's really between Mask of the Phantasm and Dark Knight Returns. Flashpoint is amazing. I give it. Flashpoint is another 9.5 movie. And Flashpoint shook me. Actually, Flashpoint, although Dark Knight shook me too. The thing in Flashpoint that shook me from that movie, I can't say because it is at the end, and I know it's just animation and everything else, but I didn't see that coming out. I was like, oh, and that got me. Um, the thing that shook me in Dark Knight Returns are two things. One, I don't want to spoil. The other one was just this gigantic half-naked woman who was a militant woman who had swastikas covering her breast. And I was like, oh, so we're really going there. Like that was insane to me. And then that movie was so good though. But I have got to give it to Mask of the Phantasm. That was like, and I think even then, that was something that was monumental. It was like when Beauty and the Beast won the Oscar for Movie of the Year, or I think it was nominated. It might have won. But basically, Beauty and the Beast, the Disney movie, was such a good Disney movie that is what opened up them doing best animated movie of the year at the Oscars, because they were like, there is no way this movie should not get a reward. We can only put it up on best picture, and nobody's going to vote for an animated movie on best picture, but it deserves best picture. So we got to put a whole new category because Beauty and the Beast was that legendary. Mask of the Phantasm to me was the first time I realized like an animated movie outside of the Transformers movie, which holla at me if you hear me, was the first time there was a movie that was made for me, but it was not made for kids, but it was, if that makes sense. Like the Batman animated series had so many serious undertones about like mafiosos, families. Like one of the episodes that's the most memorable to me is like the guy who became a priest, and he used to grow up in a rough neighborhood, and he had a wooden leg, and his leg got stuck in a train track, and he's just trying to save his friend who on the other side went down this life and this path of crime, and then Batman's in the middle of it somewhere. That's a real ass like story. They could have made that, it just removed, hell, keep Batman in. You could have removed Batman from that, made real people, and then made that into a movie for real. And that was on at 9:00 in the morning on Fox Kids. So like Mask of the Phantasm was the first time there was this movie that was centered around a superhero that was geared towards kids, but the topic was more adult. And it wasn't like adult in like the bad way, like my mom was like, you can't watch that. But Batman was in love with a woman. And that woman almost got him not to be Batman, but her passion for vengeance was stronger than his passion. And she was not gonna, you know what I mean? Like that, yeah. Okay, Mask of the Phantasm. Mask of the Phantasm. Amir, thank you for that question. That's an awesome question. That's the kind of question that does not need to be on this channel because most people are here for the DC Rules comment. But I love that question. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. So anyway, thank you guys for watching and hearing me give a 15-minute explanation about a damn animated movie. Y'all the real MVPs. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you.